Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. I was thinking, since I love this eyeshadow look so much, that I should film another video. And I've been meaning to do a palettes for spring type video. So I went through and pulled some palettes out of Mustache that I thought would be fun to play with for spring. I firmly believe you can use whatever you want, whenever you want, whatever makes your heart happy. But if you were looking for some suggestions, these are the ones that sprang to mind for me. I pulled 8 palettes. They're random. I 100% think that there are more that I would choose and probably will choose to play with throughout the spring until summer and into summer and fall, whatever. But these are just to get us going. So the first one is in an empty Nomad palette, but it's actually Sydney Grace, and it's Mel Thompson's bundle. This definitely screams spring to me. The greens, the pinks. This palette was just so unbelievably well put together. You know, Mel definitely knew what she was doing. It's got a little bit of everything, but I definitely think this could be a really nice one for spring. When I think about spring makeup, maybe I think kind of muted, you know, pastel-y, but not super bright in your face, but, you know, cheery. So so that one totally made the list. And next is an Ace Beauté. I wanted to pull one from most of the brands that I love. So this one could lean into summer, but I thought the shades in here made me think of spring flowers. It's the Scarlet Dusk palette. So, you know, not pastel-y, but so pretty. And I'm thinking, you know, tulips and, you know, all the fresh new flowers that come out this time of year. I thought it was pretty. And I mean, there is that one crimson shade, but the rest are fairly muted. Not too bright and crazy, but so pretty and nice. Next was an immediate no-brainer, and it is the Melt Millennial Pinks. I mentioned before that Susan bullied me into this palette, and I am so glad. Look how pretty this is. It's such a pretty palette, and I genuinely think this was a great winter palette. So it transitions nicely if you're a stickler for seasonal makeups from winter to spring. It's just so pretty. I definitely want to use this more. Oh, they're so pretty. Next, I have the Menagerie Sugar High palette. This is the only Menagerie palette I have. And this is definitely on the brighter side, but it totally can be spring or summer. Is that really messing with the, yep, it is. Spring or summer or whatever blows your skirt up. There are no rules. But it's got some pastel shades, and the quality of this palette is just fantastic. I really like it, and have not used it enough because it's just so good. And from Odin's Eye, I chose the Sea Talk palette they did with Lauren May last year. This is just so pretty, and every look I've done has just been nice. They all come out just so nice. So I would definitely say this is a good one for spring. And you know, you've got some neutrals in there if you don't want to go super colorful. And then there's that bright high vis shade that, you know, I like to put in my inner corner whenever possible. Now here's where things got just a little bit trickier, because so many palettes from these last 3 brands could be perfect for spring, but I didn't want to overwhelm you or make a super long video, so I kept it to 1. And I have the Nomad Paradise Islands palette. Again, a little bit more on the brighter side, but not too much. You've definitely got lots of really good options in this palette, as well as the Provence palette, the Cloud Forest palette. There's so many good options from Nomad, but this is the one that I was like, yeah, if I had to pick one for spring, this is the one. So, but anything from Nomad is, you know, amazing in my book. And then from Cosmic Beauty, it was Cosmic Brushes, we have the Delicious Delights palette. My dark purple broke. It's a hot mess, but this is a beautiful palette for spring. I mean, the Serenity palette would be, Muse would be, I mean, even the Winter Wonderland would be. They're just all so beautiful. And depending on which way you go and what shades you put together, you could get something very, very light and pastel-y, or you could get something with a little bit more oomph. Last, but certainly not least, we have Blend Bunny. I happened to pick out the Sickly Sweet, but the Grunge, the Dollhouse, I mean, so many of them. Blend Bunny just, you know, kind of has it going on. I'm wearing this palette today. I love it so much. It's so good. Every shade that I've used in here so far, which admittedly is not that many, have been fantastic. Love, love, love Blend Bunny. Last year I did a video about my favorites because I don't really do favorites, but Blend Bunny and Nomad are definitely my favorite brands. And edging their way in is Cosmic Beauty. I have loved every palette I've gotten, and I've gotten all of them. So that's pretty amazing. Yeah, because I can honestly say I strongly like and enjoy everything from Nomad, but I don't toss around the L word all willy-nilly. So there's definitely some that I wouldn't apply love to, but Delicious Delights for sure. So I think I have a few favorite brands now. I'm not sure if that's how favorites are supposed to work, but that's how my favorites work. Per usual, if there's any palette I've shown you today that you would really like to see sooner rather than later, leave it in the comment section. I am happy to take requests. I am always looking for ideas. I try to remember who asked for what, but sometimes it escapes my memory. But I do try to get all of the palettes filmed with that I've been asked for. I still have one that I haven't done, and I'm going to, I promise. All right, again, super short video, nothing too wild and crazy. Hopefully you liked it and found it a little helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Jackie boy.
Say. What?
I was doing my outro, babe. You can go to Cooper's house. Just Cooper's house? And then what? If you go anywhere else, what are you gonna do?
Leave.
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
I don't know where that cut off. Hopefully you liked this video or found it a little bit helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.